This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No. Y'all,
This
just
is
stop.
a sham.
You all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun.
Welcome to DBL. I'm Lindsay in for Jeff. How's it going, guys?
Doing good. How are you?
It feels like Friday, but it's definitely not.
Definitely Friday.
For me,
vibe.
anyway.
I thought it was Friday all day yesterday, so today I definitely thought it was Friday, and it's still Thursday.
Okay, well, we have some juicy stories to
Nice
get
kick.
into,
This
so they'll
nice
be
wrap
fun
up.
like a Friday. So the first 3 episodes of Meghan and Harry's 6-part documentary dropped today. In the first episode, the couple defended their decision to leave royal life for California, claiming there's a, quote, unconscious bias within the royal family when it came to race. And they said the racist treatment of Meghan in the media was different than the treatment of other royals in the past because Meghan is black. He also compared his wife to his late mother, Princess Diana, saying that they share the same compassion and empathy for others. Meghan also revealed that she's a hugger, but that was jarring to many Brits, including her sister-in-law, Kate Middleton. Meghan said she didn't realize that the formality with the royals on the outside carried on inside behind closed doors. As far as what the palace has to say, a source says that no member of the royal family or palace was contacted for comment for the series, but a disclaimer in the documentary said that they were contacted and they just declined to comment. So, what do you think?
I think
Which one
somebody
is
was
it?
contacted about this. So, Erica, this is your bag.
It might have
as
went,
the kids say.
it might have went to their Hotmail. We were saying that with the producers earlier.
Yeah, straight to spam. Yahoo spam.
Yeah, this was to be expected. That response is to be expected. I think this is interesting because while I was always saying we need to hear their story, it's their story to tell. But it's opening up so many other conversations. Like right now, the big conversation is Meghan talking about how she was never given a race talk with her parents because she was never treated as a black woman. That opens up the discussion on colorism. It opens up the discussion on the idea of race and how it's treated in the U.S. versus the UK, how much it was brought into the conversation because, as you said, she had the audacity as a black woman to walk away from this prime royal family or whatever.
Right.
So Tori and I are going to talk more about this whole documentary. I'm really excited to delve into it because I think that there's so much that other people can resonate with as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, because I was trying to look at something that involves celebrity that most people will never reach and talk to like regular folks. And when I look at this situation, Linz, what I see is the lesson that I try and tell my kids, and I'll say this without any kind of bad language, but just because they give you stuff doesn't mean you have to take it. And even when you are a royal and you're like, well, you are the Duchess, you gotta live this life. You don't have to do anything. And even if people get mad, even if people call you names,
That's
call
like
you out your name,
mind-blowing out.
I would say that was a
That
word.
is
I was like, that was a
mind-blowing
word. I
out.
wasn't
I'm telling you, like,
Right?
it's your life. And
real.
at the end of this, you could be a miserable princess in the top of your sad tower, or you could be in LA with your man. Let them write what they want. We'll let them tweet what they want. But at the end of the day, you're still you, and it's only at the end of this life, it's just going to be you and the decisions you made. So it seems like they made the right one.
But Tori, don't you think like you would hug your sister-in-law? I know that I care desperately that the women in Colin's family really get along with me and love me. I love them, and so I went out of my way, especially in the beginning, to give hugs and be present. So like she leaned in for the hug and got played. It's kind of like, what the heck? Nobody
First of all,
told her.
it's like how I feel all day long. No, I'm kidding. But I do, here's the thing. First of all, what you said was really magical.
It was.
And I think the only person on earth that did that correctly was Princess Diana. She also realized, I can walk away from this, and she did. So it takes an enormous strength and foundation of character to realize that. But as for that, maybe it's watching The Crown. I always thought you're not supposed to like touch the royals, so I wouldn't have gone in for a hug, but I would have assumed they were warmer in private than they were in public, and it turns out they're just wax figures from Madame Tussauds.
Right.
Like apparently there's just no laughter. Like even in The Crown, when they laugh, they go, like they don't move their mouth.
Right.
And apparently that's just what they don't effuse joy.
Okay, well, look, there was another big reveal in the documentary. We get to hear Meghan and Harry's son, Archie, for the first time. I want you guys to take a look.
I gotta do this foot, Mama, because I believe you. I gotta do this foot.
You've got a dirty foot. Papa is a bird watcher, so this is a really big moment for him.
All right, I didn't know that they were so enthralled with bird watching, but Al, is there a British accent there or American accent? Is Archie one of us or one of them?
I think he's going to be one of us just because he's going to be raised in America. He's going to be around. So he's going to lose that cool accent. That would have really come in handy when he's 21 at a bar. So you throw that down, it's like,
Cheerio.
oh, yeah.
I think you get a hybrid.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people end up with a hybrid accent because their parents have two different accents.
Those are the best, aren't they? Those
Yeah,
accents.
I mean, I'm looking forward to an American-Canadian accent.
Yes.
But I thought we missed something with the bird watching because it was a hummingbird, and a lot of people feel that hummingbirds are symbols for our loved ones who have departed.
Yep.
So the idea that he was watching and taking pictures of this hummingbird around them was really beautiful.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. So hummingbirds, I listen to Long Island Medium. She's always bringing up hummingbirds. A lot of the spirits come through that way when you think of having
You
Diana.
really went left, but I'm with you here.
No,
Keep going.
hummingbirds are. It's a big symbol for a spirit that is, and it's very light and fragile. They come in and they come out.
I could just
It
see
felt like a beautiful moment.
I was just going to say, Linz, I feel like Tori prepping for this segment and just says the Royals, and then the first bullet point is work in Long Island Medium.
Yeah, the point was valid. The point was valid,
Yes.
but the Long Island meeting, you bring that into every random conversation.
Teresa Caputo.
It's a consistency that I love. So the other big headline today is that Celine Dion revealed she's been diagnosed with a very rare disease. She posted an emotional video about it, saying she's postponing her winter tour dates. Let's take a look.
Recently, have been diagnosed with a very rare neurological disorder called stiff person syndrome, which affects something like 1 in a million people. I love you guys so much. And I really hope I can see you again real soon. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
So what do you guys think about Celine's announcement? It's one of those things that, you know, people come up with and talk about their health concerns, and it just blindsides you. Somebody who's living that big and full as Celine Dion or anybody in life, like I'm sure we all have dealt with. What do you think about the way she's handling the announcement and her, I guess, ability to share?
I mean, yeah, I think that hit us all because it seemed like a goodbye
So genuine,
video.
yeah.
And a lot of the things that we've seen with some of these autoimmune disorders is what makes them just so rotten is that it seems like the person is fully conscious.
Totally, the brain's there.
You know, yes,
Yeah.
the brain is there, and the body is betraying them. And you look at somebody like Celine Dion, and she, you know, you said it's a 1 in a million disease. It's like, how many people have her talent?
I was thinking the same thing.
1 in 100
I was thinking the
million?
same damn thing.
So it's just like this weird confluence of like incredible luck with these gifts and incredible bad luck with the disease that I went to graduate school for in the sciences, and I've never heard of this. So, Eric, what do you think? It seemed like it hit you.
Yeah, because I mean, she talked about like it's robbing her of her gift. Like when we have these conversations about, you know, Selma Blair and Christina Applegate,
I
all
thought about
these
that with
people,
Muhammad Ali a lot.
Yeah, that they're robbed of their gift. And Celine Dion's concert, her Vegas tour, was the best concert I have ever been to. It was so lit.
You're getting them nods from
so lit.
Kelly Schubert.
Yes. I mean, she is just, I mean, we all know she's an icon, she's everything. And when she said that it makes her unable to sing the way that she's used to, my God.
I know.
It's
just weird. I was thinking just really quick, it's a 1 in a million disease and she's a 1 in a million singer. And it hit her both of those. She got both of those. And it's very unlucky and we're wishing her well.
And I hope she's the 1 in a million that can get through this and really show us that maybe if you have this, you can battle it and beat it. Or live with it.
Or live with it, yes.
So
coming up on DBL, we talked to comedian Brad Upton. What holiday traditions he wishes would go away. I have a couple. And did GMA anchor TJ Holmes have relationships with multiple coworkers? I can't talk, but we're talking about it next.
It's happy holiday season time.
From our DBL family
to yours, we want to wish you
a happy holiday season.
A happy holiday season. He meant the stat for it.
That would mean there's.
What is going on?
Yeah, there's 3.
There's 300
million. I mean, there's a lot of them.
She is 1 in a billion.
Yeah, there you go. I think you can change it.
Okay, 1 in a billion to 1 in a billion.
I was talking
Still
to
works with your. She's 1 in a million disease, but a 1 in a billion singer.
I had our boss Bert.
Get it right for the noon. If Chris is feeding you a one-liner, you must say it, okay?
I'll fix it here. 1 in a billion.
Yeah, 1 in a million. I mean, there's
Yeah.
there's
And I could've just left it alone.
300
Like-
Celine Dion's in the country.
It's like a coin
Well, there's
flip.
not-
It's like 6 million people in LA.
How many?
There's not.
Well, there's. So she's one of. You think she's one of 8? There's 8 billion
Yeah.
people in the world. She's one of 8 of the best singers in the world.
Best singers on the planet
Maybe.
right now. With
Even
that
the
vocal
undiscovered
range.
people, she is one of 8.
Well, we don't know about undiscovered people, Tori.
Right, and if they're as good as Celine Dion, then they wouldn't be undiscovered.
Exactly. There's some people that are out there to scout talent.
They might be good, but not Celine Dion.
Do you guys smell that? It's some sort of sass in the room. It's coming from over
It's
here.
so weird. We're talking about Celine Dion because Bert came over for dinner last night with his wife. I made garlic tiger shrimp. It came out great.
Was it just the 3 of you?
Yeah, just the 3 of us. We were talking about Celine Dion, and
That's weird.
he was talking about he met her manager, and he was saying he knew somebody close to him that wanted to sing, and he told Bert to tell that person, unless you are Celine Dion or better, don't bother. You need to learn how to write, because there's a lot of people that can sing. When you go to karaoke, you're like, oh. Sometimes they're always right in front of me. I'm like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
But like when there's another level.
Sure, it's a Whitney Houston type of level that you have to reach. You know, she didn't know English that she was singing in the beginning. She was just singing. Yeah, she had to learn French, but as she was singing these famous songs, she had no idea what the words were. She's amazing. Yeah.
Hey, is someone changing this?
Welcome back. So we've got an update on that Amy Robach and TJ Holmes story that everyone's talking about regarding their office romance. So cameras caught up with Amy on the streets of New York, and she said, quote, "It's kind of over now." So there are also reports that that ABC is investigating TJ Holmes for this relationship, along with other alleged romances with other coworkers. They're trying to find out if he dated anyone else below his position, because that's in a different category then. So let's start with this question. What do you think Amy meant when she said it's kind of over now? Because it didn't look over a week or so ago. So
what's over? Is it the relationship? Is it their jobs?
Or the press?
Or
She's over the press?
Or like what's over?
I think it's not fun anymore. Like when you are in a whirlwind relationship, everything is new and everything is fun, and the world is your oyster. Once once they start dissecting it and people know about it and people are shaming you online or yelling at you about leaving your wife, whatever, now it's a headache. Now these are busy people, and now it's added another plate on top of their already full plate. And I think that it's not fun, and I think that she's just like, it's over. Whatever joy is gone, and now it's just the paperwork at ABC.
No.
So what is it, Erica?
No. What happened was this became a big story, and people started talking. They started talking about what happened in the past, and what's going on in the rumor mill, and I think that Amy might have realized that she wasn't the only one.
I think so too. I think so too.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
And the timeline of them getting separated was like both over the past summer. So it's like, oh, we're gonna run away together, but you plus 10 other people plus me. It got a little sloppy. Story.
I agree. Told on himself.
Yeah.
That everybody saw that Instagram post that he wrote about his wife and how he had given her a million reasons to leave and he didn't deserve her. That was saying, I messed up, she stayed with me. I messed up again, she stayed with me again. She's this black superwoman or whatever he called her. And he already told us. He already told us.
Yeah, I am concerned that she realizes that maybe it's both of you. The circus is over, and I'm a little concerned if he's a chronic dater, especially people below him. This wasn't as special as I think she might have felt.
Well, this goes back to the daytime TV conversation. Like, that doesn't really play that well.
It doesn't.
When you're getting with multiple people in the office. It's not so cute anymore, like him and A.B. Robot.
Like a true love.
Yeah, having a true love on set.
I mean, I think that I'm concerned that maybe he doesn't know that other women outside of his studio exist. And that might be the concern, is that he doesn't know. There's a whole, like, stick your head out the window. There's other people that do not work around, below, or above you, or next to you. Like, it's just
messy, isn't it?
It's
very messy.
Super messy, and this is why I go back and forth. Like I always say, a lot of our parents and grandparents met at work, so I'm kind of down with that, but this is what happens, and I get it now, because they got a lot of paperwork and a lot of quiet meetings and glass conference rooms.
We're going to have to leave it there. We'll be right back.
Will she be right back?
At Verify, we answer your questions about what's true and what's false. Following recent reports of a special guaranteed income program in San Francisco, one of our viewers asked us, is it true that any LGBTQ resident of California will be able to receive checks from the state government? So let's verify. Our sources, the California Department of Social Services, the California Welfare and Institutions Code, the City of San Francisco, and the City of Palm Springs. The City of San Francisco has launched a pilot program called GIFT, Guaranteed Income for Transgender People. But it's only available to San Francisco residents who earn less than $600 a month. It's also a tiny pilot program. Just 55 recipients will get $1,200 a month for 18 months starting next year. And it's designed specifically for trans and non-binary people, targeting those who are homeless, disabled, or otherwise especially vulnerable. The City of Palm Springs is also considering a similar program for low-income trans residents, but that one is still in the planning stages. And neither program is designed for all the LGBTQ people in their cities, let alone the whole state of California. So while it is true that a few low-income trans people in certain California cities may be eligible for guaranteed income pilot programs, we can verify, no, the state of California is not sending out checks to all its LGBTQ residents. California as a state is experimenting with other guaranteed income programs, though. In a bipartisan, unanimous vote last year, the state legislature approved $35 million in funding for a statewide pilot. But this one isn't about being gay or trans. According to the state law, it's for, quote, California residents who age out of the extended foster care program at or after 21 years of age, or pregnant individuals. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
And about the last 10 out of 12 hotels I've checked into, I've gotten a handicapped room. Which I don't care, but I'm like, this is too often to be chance at this point. What are these clerks thinking when they're looking at me like, oh, I'm not sure that guy can get in and out of the tub by himself. I might need some railings.
Good old bathtub railings. Welcome back. After his clip roasting millennials went viral, he exploded onto a whole new scene, and now he is selling out comedy clubs and getting millions of views online. Earlier, we spoke with the hilarious comedian, Brad Upton. Take a look. Please welcome to the show, comedian Brad Upton.
How are you? Thanks for having me.
I really do like a good tub railing. Like, that helps me, too.
It's surprising.
So helpful. I know we were talking comedy. I'm just going to switch gears to get your take on this real quick. Will Smith is currently doing his press tour for Emancipation and is still in the fallout of slapping Chris Rock. And I just wanted to know, as a comedian, how did you sort of feel about all that? You have the floor. Just what did you take from that? I was super shocked by it.
I was watching it live when it happened, so I was shocked too. I mean, just absolutely shocked. And I haven't heard what he's saying about it. I haven't heard any of his explanation. But I thought Chris Rock handled it
like a boss. Yeah.
So well.
Yeah.
He just handled it so well. But, you know, you can't walk on stage and hit a comic if you don't like what they're saying. You can't do that.
It's assault, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You know, first of all, shout out to you. I'm a fellow road dog like yourself. I've been doing stand-up for 18 years. And, you know, the railings in the bathroom, when I get that room, I have those same feelings. And you articulated it for me. So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Sometimes there's a chair in there. I go, hey, this chair's not so bad.
You're not going to turn it down if it's there, right? Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's up. Now, congrats on all your success. success. You got huge for roasting millennials, for being a, in your words, dumb generation. Do you think anything has changed with them over the years?
Yeah, you know what? In that video that went viral, I made fun of them for never using change, or I go, you use your credit cards, your debit cards for every single. Well, you know what? I'm that guy now. I'm the same way. I don't use it. I mean, that was recorded about 5 years ago, and I said, why do you guys use your debit cards for everything? And now, 5 years later, I'm like, I haven't seen a coin in 2 years.
True. It's funny because it's true. So in your special, you talk about life before the internet. What do you think has changed the most about us as a society since the internet? Nice.
It's weird to think about, isn't it? Before the internet, sometimes you think, how did we do this before the internet? I think it's attention span. I think our attention span is horrible now. It's just, I tell people this, I was a prolific reader. I don't read like I used to because I'm sitting here scrolling all day. Yep. And it's attention span. It's awful.
Do you remember just telling someone, hey, next Friday, meet me here at 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
Do you remember those days?
And it would work, and you would just do it.
You just went there.
No text message. Sorry, can't make it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so the holidays are coming up. Do you have any pet peeves about the season?
Oh, you know what? I love Christmas music, but I hate the novelty songs. Like the hippopotamus song and the Grinch song. Why are they on the radio? It makes me I want to drive into a tree every time I hear one of those things. No one wants to hear the novelty songs.
You know who does, though? My daughter, Sophie.
What's the hippo song? What is it?
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
He just said he didn't want to hear it.
We're going to lose him. We just lost Brad.
But I'm with you, Brad. Yeah. But I think the kids are the ones that are driving the Grinch and the hippopotamus.
But that's what their headphones are for. The kids should be on their headphones in the car. You get control of the main speakers.
I sing along with it.
Oh, I love you. So great.
Brad, this has been fantastic. DBL Nation, be sure to see Brad on tour. Get your tickets at bradupton.com and also check out his special, I'm Not Done Yet, at Dry Bar Comedy on YouTube. Brad, thank you again. We'll be right back. Thanks, Brad.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The typical reaction to a COVID-19 shot can range from non-existent to a day in bed feeling bad. Doctors have been clear on this since the beginning. But the virus has changed, and now the vaccine has too. So let's verify. Are side effects from bivalent boosters different? We talked to Dr. Matthew Lawrence and Dr. Anthony Fauci and checked in with the CDC and the FDA, all touting the new COVID-19 boosters as a helpful tool in getting through our third pandemic winter.
It's important to protect yourself and your family from a serious consequence of COVID.
According to our experts and formal research, no, side effects aren't any different with this new shot. The FDA explains the bivalent boosters have the same ingredients as previous mRNA COVID-19 vaccines. They're just better able to target the newer, more contagious variants.
So we wouldn't expect it to act any differently.
The CDC reports the most common booster side effects were injection site pain, fatigue, headache, muscle aches, and fever.
The benefits of vaccination far outweigh the risks of COVID-19. Having said that, there is substantial variation in individuals in terms of their side effects.
And there can be variety in your response from shot to shot, too, for various reasons, like timing between doses, how you're feeling overall when you get the shot, or even because of how you remember feeling last time.
It might just be variation in symptoms as well as distance from the first vaccination.
The CDC cites a study showing people are slightly more likely to have adverse reactions when getting the flu shot and the COVID shot at the same time, but those reactions were still mostly mild. And don't worry if you don't react at all. Dr. Lawrence says someone with a strong immune response to a COVID-19 shot isn't necessarily better protected than someone who doesn't experience side effects.
The studies have shown that the immune response is equivalent regardless of side effects in individuals.
If you are worried about side effects, Dr. Lawrence suggests scheduling a booster when you know you'll have some downtime the next day. Just know it takes about 2 weeks for the shot to fully kick in. And remember, the CDC recommends waiting until after your shot to pop in ibuprofen. With your Verify, I'm Abby Larico.
Experts are working to create the perfect Christmas tree. Let's connect the dots. Researchers from NC State growing more than 1,000 trees with the best genetics. All of it happening in Ashe County, one of the Christmas tree capitals of the country. Experts are collecting cone-like seeds from more than 1,000 trees. They're all 6 to 8 feet tall, grow quickly, and do a great job of retaining their needles. Because of their genetics, these trees are expected to lose less than 1% of their needles after harvest. That's great news for your living room floor. But don't expect these new and improved Fraser firs anytime soon. Researchers say they're working with the state of North Carolina to make sure the trees are commercially available by 2026. And that is Connecting the Dots.
Are you skeptical of headlines and what you see on social media? We are too. The Verify newsletter answers your questions, clarifies what's true and false, and even includes a daily fun fact. Go to verifythis.com/email to check it out.
Welcome back. So our friends at Morning Save have some amazing products that would make great holiday gifts if Tori didn't take them all. Check them out.
They're good. Steph, what do you have for us today?
Hi, Tori, and hello, DBL Nation. First up, we've got the Cortex Beauty Slimliner Foldable Hair Dryer. So this deal includes one hair dryer with a concentrator nozzle and a styling diffuser. And we've got it in 4 different colors. We've got pink, purple, sea foam, which is one of my favorite colors ever, and titanium. And unsurprisingly, for something this slick, it's $250. But guess what, Tori? We've got it for $49.99. That's saving everyone 80%. Now, this next product is the 2-pack Yoko wireless Bluetooth speakers. So this deal includes 2 speakers and 2 USB charging cables, available in 3 different colors. So we've got the blue, we've got black, and red. So normally these are $60 each, but we've got 2 for $19.99, which is saving up to 83%. Okay, now this next product, it's the Cuisinart 5-piece ceramic color core knife set. So this deal includes a chef's knife, a slicing knife, a santoku knife, a utility knife, and a paring knife. Wow. And each knife comes with a matching blade guard. So normally they are $65. Ooh. But we've got it for $24.99, which is saving up to 62%. All right, now this next product is so handy, especially if you live in a very snowy or icy place like us here in Colorado. It is the 2-pack Bell & Howell shoe toe ice picks. What? Yeah, so this deal, let me tell you, includes 2 sets of toe ice picks with 2 cases. Normally, these are $20, but guess what? It's just $9.99 for 2, which is a saving up to 50%.
Head on over to morningsave.com, everyone, to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or you can even just scan the QR code right on screen. Steph, thank you so much, as always.
We had so many good stories today. I'm like overwhelmed.
I know.
Got some shows to watch. Got some life lessons from Al.
And I'm just sitting here trying to talk myself out of the knives from Deal Blast. Like, I have so many knives, it's getting weird.
Yeah, you have a knife obsession.
Yeah,
Knives out.
cool.
Knives
DBL's new every day. See you guys tomorrow.